Hi, and welcome to Positive Abundance Manifestation. Normally, I'm at home doing these videos, but today I'm taking you to one of my walks. It's the Kingswood Forest in Buckinghamshire in the United Kingdom. And what I do with my walks, it helps me calm, it helps me relax stress. And this walk that I'm going on today takes about an hour to an hour and a half. So I'm not going to put the video out all in one chunk. So I'm going to break it up for you over the next few weeks. But I'll have to be watching where I'm going as well, because there's lots of stumps on the paths and things like that. But today we're going to just be talking about how positive mindset works.
But before we start, I ask that you make a comment. Tell me what you want to hear me talk about, anything in relation to positive mindset, positive behaviour management, positive parenting, positive classroom management, anything like that. Tell me how you like my videos, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share them if you do like them.
But in terms of positive mindset, something else I did, which is difficult, I do admit, it's difficult to do, to pick yourself up on it all the time. And even I, who've been doing it for years, many years, and that is changing your negative thoughts into positive thoughts. You really have to be aware of what your thoughts are, because sometimes we go through the day. Have you ever driven a car and you've gone through a trip, like down a highway or something, gone through traffic lights and stuff like that, and you say, I can't remember. Did I just go through a red light? You can't remember because your mind is, you've dumbed your mind. But you are thinking at that point. So we need to keep our mind open and awake as much as we can until you do meditation, and that's however meditation works for you, which I can talk about in a little while. But I hope you're enjoying the view. It's really green, and it's a nice feeling to feel the green. And what it is that, I've forgotten my thing because there's some people coming up, but I think I was saying that changing your negative thoughts into positive thoughts is a really difficult thing to do. And we should always keep aware of what we're thinking and change our mindset. Hi, I've got the phone. It's facing me, not you. Okay. And so you should always keep your positive thoughts in your head, so that you can quickly change that negative thought pattern. I mean, I was at a point this week where I was saying to myself, oh, nothing ever works. I just can't get anywhere. Money's a worry. Money's doing this, doing that. No one likes me because I haven't got the money but I've had that money and I spent it a long time ago. And I've chosen to take a risk in building a business, and it is a risk, but it will pay out. I'm going to be positive. And see, that's a form of correction. See, I'm changing my wording there to make sure, and that's the sort of thing you need to be aware of when you say things. Change it. So I was at that point, and I had to drag myself out of it. Turn you back around. It is so important to acknowledge that we all have negative thoughts. Every one of us, even the nicest person in the world that you know, has those negative thoughts, either about themselves or their judgment on other people. We all judge. It's just part of our innate personalities. But it's how we respond to our judgments. It's whether we go along or whether we self-correct. You know, I often watch television. I've just said at an earlier point that you shouldn't watch television and make judgments of people's lives. But I do it, but then I have to correct myself. So you don't want to be negative about yourself when you make a negative judgment. You just have to be aware that that was the wrong judgment, and hopefully you just haven't said it aloud. It's only in your head. So that's really important. And I was making judgments about myself, and I really don't believe them, but I fell into that trap because it's my old pattern. It's where I was, low self-esteem, low self-worth. It comes back to you bigger, and it keeps testing you, but you have to stand strong in your belief that you're a better person than what you were, and to use those positive thought patterns to help you move through the negativity. When often life, and I mean, if you believe in the universe, which I do, and abundance and stuff, it's often us that is the reason why we don't gain stuff, because we put those negative thought patterns out into the world. So when we put the negative thought patterns out there, it's virtually giving it to the world. This is what I think. And you don't want to think like that. You want to think in a way that makes you feel positive about your life and your choices. Often, like, this is the thing, this is my choice to not be working full time and to be working on my business. That's my choice. I cannot be negative about that. I made a physical choice. I've got to be positive about what I'm doing and the reasons I'm doing it for. The thing that keeps me going is I do this because I really want to help people. I mean, I've said this before, that my thoughts was I love teaching because I wanted to help kids who went through a childhood like me have success. You know, I wanted to help them. I wanted to give them some of the advice that I had to give them to help them move forward. And then once that was doing, I wanted to really get involved. So I got involved with behaviour units and teaching children that were really struggling. And then a lot of kids with medical disorders like autism and ADHD and the full bipolar. A lot of these kids really struggle. And part of that is not because they're struggling with their disorder, it's that the adults around them are struggling with it as well. So it is really, really important to remember where you've come from, why you're doing things. But so I help kids, and then I thought a lot of the issues are the adults around the kids. So I went and had my own consultancy, running training sessions around England on positive behaviour management, autism, ADHD, and to help train school-based children. And sometimes it was parents that came on my courses, or when I was consulting in schools, I was actually supporting the parents. But then that wasn't enough. I mean, I had to stop that part of my business very abruptly because I had to care for my own daughter. So my focus moved away from everyone else's children to my own. But now I'm back onto the patterns. Sorry, you can hear my breathing. I apologise about that. We're walking up quite. They might not look like it, but they're quite steep. I had to change my mindset, and now I've changed it where I ended up, which was I wanted to help larger people. So I needed to bring my business online, all that training. But because of my financial situation, I couldn't do it the way I probably would have chosen to do it, which was get the training courses filmed and put them online. See, I'm going to go down this way. But so that's an important part to know where you're coming from and where you're going. If you do not like where you're going, then stop. Change where you're going. Move in different direction. It's okay. I mean, even now at this point, if I decided to stop, I wouldn't think this is a waste of time. This has been a really beneficial period for me in terms of helping teaching others about positive mindset is also helping me at the same time. I mean, this is just glorious, you know, being under these trees, sending you healing and positive thoughts, love and light to you all.